Hey Kia cuties, welcome back to LashgodKia. My name is Kia and today we're going to be going over business, beauty, and lifestyle. All three things which my channel consists of. Lego. I want to do a yellow look, so I do have yellow in my tube top. Do you like it, by the way? This is gonna be on the new line of LashgodKia. Okay, so yellow eye look, but it's gotta be no foundation. I'm gonna start by exfoliating with these Aveeno. I'm ashamed to tell y'all how old these is because I really don't know. Let's hope my skin is good. Can they get old? I don't know. Okay, so I have been taking a break from social media. I have been on Facebook for, it's almost a month now. And then I did Instagram for like a week, or was it almost a week? Because truth be told, I really cannot stay off Instagram. I low-key had become addicted, especially when I gave up Facebook. And then the fact that I have a business, so I have to be present on social media because my business is an online one. But I think I did take advantage of the fact that I am rebranding. So I was like, well, you know, I can use a little time off, but no, you still have to be on it. If you don't have your posts automated, and emails automated, you still have to. There's no excuse. I know that. Like, I'm just hard hit. Like, but I needed it. I needed a break from my mental health. I felt a lot of negativity. I'm an empath, so I can feel it. I can feel it through social media. I know I need to be using a towel, but for the sake of time, I will. Put some water on this.
Better put some water on that damn shit.
Yeah, like, so I was really active on Facebook. I'm talking about, like, I would be going live like 2 and 3 times a week, and then I would get off Facebook. I would be on Instagram. I was doing, like, you know, 3 and 4 posts a day, and then I have like 3 Instagram pages. But that's because I believe in the separation of church and state. So of course, I've always had a personal Instagram for years, and then last year I started my business in 2019. So I opened up a business account because you can't just start posting your business on your personal account because those people didn't follow you for that. So you have to kind of build an audience. Now, the only exception is if you already have a huge social media presence, even then it's kind of iffy, or if you're a public figure. They don't necessarily have to, you know, make another page unless they want to and want to, you know, seem professional. But for us regular folk, for Instagram that is, you don't want to just start flooding your timeline with, seems like you're trying to sell to them, because that's going to come across as salesy, so you want to make a separate page. You know, I did this without even knowing. Like, I didn't take any courses or business classes prior to starting my business. That's just something that it just came naturally. So a lot of things I did learn on my own, or just had to learn as I go, you know, trial and error. But I have invested in learning the material. I have invested in taking classes, and I've gotten business coaches and a life coach. So yeah, so I was just off social media because my energy was drained, and I felt the presence of evil eye on me. And if you don't know what evil eye is, look it up. I actually used to have an evil eye necklace, but I think it rusted. So speaking of necklaces, this is from my girl, Deanna Monet Dior Couture. It's a moon blue gemstone. It's like separate. I've been wearing the moon because I love moon. I love anything dealing with astronomy and astrology, you know, and all of that. So I love moon. I love, this is a crescent moon. And I love crystals, of course. I have crystals everywhere. Topic at hand. Along with the fact that I'm an empath, I'm low-key, maybe high-key, clairvoyant, and also I have visions in my dreams. So I can feel when I'm being spiritually attacked. I can feel when someone has the evil eye on me. I can feel energy. I can read minds. I can read spirits. I can read, like, you don't even have to be in front of me, and I can read your spirit. I can tell what type of person you are, and I can tell how you feel towards me and how you feel towards other people. Now, to some, that's just discernment, but mine, I mean, I don't really talk about it much, but mine goes a little bit deeper than discernment. Knowing all of that, I said, you know what? I just need to take a break because I can't take all of this energy. I can't take it. I feel everything. And besides that, it's just always something on social media. And I know there's always something like these celebrities are going crazy. I see through that bullshit too. It's all a distraction because it's a lot more going on. We are dealing with a spiritual war. We are in spiritual warfare, if you don't know. So the celebrities are just puppets, and they are a distraction for what's going on. Most of them. And they don't even know it. Some of them do. They know they're right along with the game. And I'm just like, you know what? And then this whole quarantine thing. Like, I feel like an animal in public. Like, I feel like I have a muzzle on my mouth. Having to go out in public looking like that. With a mask on. Like a dog with a muzzle. And then, other than that, y'all, I just found this pencil. I don't know how good it's gonna work. It's a NYX Ash Brown. I found it in my drawer. I'm like, when did I lose this? And when did I buy it? But it looks kind of ashy, so I can see why I did. I probably lost it on purpose. It's okay though. It's doing okay. It'll work. It'll work. I have been distant from people, like in my life, like people in my personal life, like not just on social media. Like when I ghost. And the one person I did talk to, it was a family member, and when I told her, I said, cause you know she asked like why I haven't been calling and stuff like that, you know, and I always feel like people don't respect your space and your boundaries at times, because I was just like, well, I said I've been healing. I just been, you know, going within. I've been working on myself, just trying to, you know, finish changing for the better. And then once I said that, I was like, oh, I done messed up. I instantly felt some sort of judgment. So I just backtracked, and I was like, you know, everybody needs healing from certain things that they've gone through. And she was like, yeah, you're right. And then I'm like, yep, see, that's why I don't talk to people, because even though she didn't say it, I could feel. I told her, like, I feel and hear and see things. I felt her like, oh man, like, what's she going through? What's she healing from? Like you don't have to worry about what I'm healing from. Like, we all have been traumatized by things in our life. And then look what's going on in the world now. So I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people traumatized, but for me it was like I was just dealing with so many other things. I need to be alone. But other than that, I've just been isolated. I haven't been answering calls. I have not been answering text messages. I have not been calling anybody. It's just been me and the people in my immediate household, which is my husband and my children. And then also the fact that rebranding has really taken a toll on me for some reason. Like, I don't know, it was because I want everything to be perfect for the relaunch, but I'm just doing so much. But I'm actually taking my time, because I started rebranding maybe in April. I sent off the paperwork, the legalization, business licenses, LLC. I'm changing my business name. I'm about to speak to lawyers and things, so it's just a lot. And I'm like, I'm just not used to this side of it. I'm like, it's just so much. But I'm like, you know, you want your business to grow, so I know I put these things in place in order to get to the next level, because I'm not satisfied where I am now. I feel like no one should be satisfied. You should always want to strive to go to the next level. No matter how great you're doing, no matter how good you are, you should always want to, you know, strive for more and more. And my father-in-law, my husband's dad, he told us that the night of my husband's graduation from college, he's an HBCU grad, and he was talking to us, and he was telling us about, you know, his dad's really good with finance, so he was telling us about finances, you know, and just, you know, you should never get comfortable. And at the time, we were just looking like, what's he talking about? Like, we got a good job, like, you know. But now, and that's been like 3 years now, I'm like, I see what he was talking about. Like, you never want to get comfortable. You always want to strive to do. You always want to be better than where you are. You always want to make more money than what you're making, because people say everything is not about money, but with money comes freedom. And with freedom comes happiness. You can live how you want. You can do what you want. You can just get up and go. For right now, we're in quarantine, but you know, if it wasn't 2020, any other year, you know. And I feel like this past year, I've had a different type of freedom than I've possessed in the past. Working for myself for the first time, because it's been a year. LashgodKia turns 1. The online store turns 1 September 13th. That's when I launched. And it is July the 21st or 2nd or 3rd, I believe. Do not quote me on that. I think it's the 23rd. Jesus, what's going on? Okay, so this is the CoverGirl palette, True Naked Days. I know y'all remember this. It's a little bit of a throwback. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go and put some fun LA Girl concealer. But yeah, so really, no lie, like starting a business, I will say it's like the scariest thing I've ever done. But rebranding is the second scariest thing I've ever done in my life. Like, or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm putting too much pressure on myself. That's what my life coach told me on one of our Zoom business calls. She said that, you know, nothing's ever gonna be perfect. And that's absolutely correct. I mean, when I first started, nothing was perfect. It still isn't. I mean, I had to make so many mistakes just to get to where I am. I didn't know how to advertise. I didn't know how to market. All I know how to do was post pictures, post videos. Like, this is what I'm selling. But that's not how it works. That's not how you get sales. That's not it. You have to have a strategy. I didn't understand that. I had to learn as I go. Get the expertise, get the knowledge. And that's why I'm taking my time with this rebrand. Because although I have so many things that have came and arrived already, I'm just waiting, because I want it to be right, you know, how I envision. My vision will come to pass, because it always does. Because I set my intentions and I do the work, and I thank the Most High, and I praise my ancestors, and I have guardian angels, and God don't play about me. So yeah, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed, but I know it's everything I deserve. So I'm gonna like try to blend this out. I'm gonna go back over with the yellow. Can y'all see it? It's looking like really light on camera, I think. But in person, it's like, on top of being stressed out about the rebrand and me just wanting to be in isolation, which I do every now and then when I'm trying to focus, and plus I was getting these vibes and energy from people that I'm like, you know what, I'm not fooling with nobody, because I'm like, you know, like I just feel like I can't trust anybody. And then the fact that, like, I know it's my brand, but it's like I do every single thing by myself, and I'm running a business is hard work. This is the Wet n Wild All Natural palette. It becomes overwhelming, and I do plan. I have planners, I have notebooks, I have schedules. I write down everything. Hell, I even write down ideas for YouTube videos, because that's a part of my business too. And it's just like that specifically to YouTube, like, really be pissing me off. It's just so much. It's just so much hard work. And I did watch, because I mean, I've been on social media, but I've been on YouTube. That's like the only platform. But it's like, I don't consider YouTube social media, because you don't have to be as social. You don't have to be social like that on YouTube. But I did see Jackie Aina's video. Just totally understand what she was talking about. Like, you know, I don't really keep up with, like, you know, the beauty community, drama and all that. So most of the people that have been in drama, I didn't even watch them. I didn't follow them anyway. So I just know about them because of, you know, because of y'all, because of, you know, Lovely T and everybody else keeping up with it. But Jackie Aina said,
get discouraged sometimes. I put in more on my channel and I get less in return, which is fine. I still love what I do. That's why I've been in this industry for so long. After a while, it does kind of get to you. It wears on you. I'm not gonna lie.
That, you know, she feel like she said she put in so much work, but she doesn't see the results that she feels like she deserves. Whereas certain people on YouTube have it easier. They only do a fraction of what she does, but yet their rewards are like 30 times greater or even more than that. And I can totally relate to what she was saying, because YouTube does push certain hues. I'll say that. They push certain hues. Everybody else just get lost in the sea of YouTube videos. I mean, not even just YouTube. I just feel like I was just overwhelmed. But when she said that, I was like, that's exactly how I feel. Like in every aspect of my life, that's how I feel. Because I felt like, I mean, yes, I'm not trying to complain. I'm not trying to complain. I just feel like I put in so much work in my brand. Like I put in so much work. I put in so much time. I put in so much effort. I put in so much money. And I just feel like I should be further. Or maybe God is just testing me, see if I'm ready to go to the next level. Or maybe I'm not ready yet. I don't know. I just feel like I should be further. But then again, I was just like, well, give yourself a break. You are doing everything by yourself. You have done everything by yourself up until this point. Like, I plan out my posts. Very strategic, marketing, emails, classes, reinvesting, branding. It's a lot. I can't even think. I don't want to stress myself out right now, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Just know that it's definitely not as easy as it looks, because it's not just posting pictures telling people, oh, buy this, because I definitely do not do that. No. And it's not just posting pictures and hoping that someone will click on your website. No. You have to have a strategy. You have to have a strategic business plan. And you have to actually have plans. Like, you have to actually write things out and plan ahead. When people come to me crying about, you know, this and that and this and that, and then I tell them, well, did you do A, B, and C? Are you doing A, B, and C? Well, no. Wait a minute. When's the last time you even posted? Like, so why are you crying? But I'm like, for people to actually put in the work and are frustrated, I'm like, well, you know, maybe it's time to get some expertise, because that's what I had to do. I had to start paying people for classes, because you don't know everything. No one knows everything. There's always room for progress. There's always room for growth. Even the smartest man knows, like, the man that knows everything knows nothing. And I said this before in that video, y'all. Man that knows everything knows nothing. We are never done learning. I think that habits are successful people. But I just feel like my problem is that I'm just by myself with everything I do. Like, I don't have no one. So, you know, ask me a lot of questions, or, you know, be in my inbox a lot, because they, you know, if they want to start a business or if they have some questions. Now, keep in mind, I'm not an expert. I never claimed to be. I don't know everything. I never claimed to know everything. But it's like, I guess people expect you to tell them every single thing you know. I always encourage them, you know, when I can respond back. But I also tell them you have to do your own research. Like, you have to figure out what works for you. Because, you know, you can't take somebody else's formula and think it's going to work for you, because the same formula doesn't work for everyone. And then some people get irritated, or they get mad, or, you know, if you don't respond back when they want, if you don't respond back at all. But I'm like this. I have a life too, and it's draining. That's why I do Q&A on my stories, because when I'm in the mood to answer questions, you know. And I'm also gonna do a business Q&A video on here, because I have gotten a lot of questions over the past year. But I'm just like, y'all gotta keep in mind, I'm doing everything by myself, but I'm still learning. But I think people expect you to have all the answers for them without them doing any other work, and that's not fair. No one owes you anything. If people tell you things, then that's cool. But the same questions people be asking, these people that hundreds of class for the things you're asking people for. Please don't ask about no vendor. It's too easy these days to find vendors, so that shouldn't even be no question. But it's like the other things. So I just feel like I take on so many other people's problems, but like when it's time for me, like I don't have anyone to turn to. I'm just all by myself with my problems, and then all of Jane and John Doe problems too. I don't like that. This is like my first rant video, so I don't know how long it's gonna be, but y'all gonna get this video. This spirituality journey I'm on is a lonely one too, so I feel like all of that combined is the reason why I feel the way I feel, or the way tomorrow I just had to take a break and just be like, you know, forget it. Because, okay, so when you're on a spiritual journey, you are discovering truths about yourself. You're discovering certain things you were taught to believe growing up. When you come into your own person and you want to change, it's always gonna be lonely, because right now I'm embarking on this journey of African spirituality. I'm also studying the laws of the universe, 48 laws of power, just so many other things that defies everything I was taught growing up. So basically, I am no longer affiliated with organized religion.
She's not a Christian!
Because, and I'm gonna try to sound so respectful when I say this, but
Amber and Detox said it's stuff!
I don't know, it's BS, basically. And no, I'm not a YouTube woke person. And I've been on this journey for about a year now. It's been about a year. It started in August or September of 2019. But of course, I'm way more advanced now than I was in 2019. I'm taking it more seriously.
I want to see a book of witches! I don't want to see anything! Any stars! I don't want to see any of this dark side of psychics! All the things tarot card reading! I rebuke it in the name of the Lord!
This 2020, everyone has 2020 vision. And a lot of people are waking up. So that's why it's a lot of chaos going on right now. Because the old systems are dying because they weren't stable. And it's a lot of lies. We've been taught so many lies. Yeah, I did a live on Facebook last month. I did a live shipping orders. I always do live shipping orders, but that time I was talking about African spirituality. And I got like 700 viewers in, and they were like, because people were curious. And then, you know, me and certain people were just talking about, you know, certain things. And I was like, I am glad that Beyonce made that song, which I still haven't heard to this day. But I know people were saying, like, you know, she was talking about, you know, goddess Ashun and goddess Yemaye. I got on her waist beads right now. And this bracelet. Yemaye is a water deity. She's a siren or a mermaid. They were like, finally. And then some people were like, you know, everyone's interested now in ancestor worship. And, you know, they were calling it, like, you know, people were calling it evil. They were calling it witchcraft. Like, I even had one of my cousins, like, on one of my lives, and it was just like back in March. He come in and he said, I heard you do roots. And I said, roots? What's that?
She's tampering in dark-sided stuff!
Like, why would you say I do roots because I'm going back to my heritage? Why would you say someone does roots because they are becoming their higher self? They're in tune with who they are. They're in a god or goddess. Because make no mistakes, ye are gods. Like, we are gods. We have the power to transform our life into any way we see fit. But yeah, so, you know, we were just discussing, we're like, okay, so we're glad Beyonce, you know, mentioned it because now people are becoming more curious. But they, you know, might not take it as seriously because they don't understand, like, where it all originated from. Like, you have to read certain books, the book of Enoch, you know, ancient Kemet, which is Egypt, because Egypt is a European word. It's actually ancient Kemet. Ancient Kemet is where the first Bible derived from, but the Bible of today is not the same Bible that derived from, because people love to say Christianity came from Egypt. No, it did not. It was not even Christianity of what we know it is today. Christianity and all religions is about control. The main purpose is to control. But I'm gonna just leave it right there. Just know that I've been on a spiritual journey for a while, and that's lonely too, because people think you're weird or people think you're crazy when actually you're not crazy. Like, we are more consciously aware than people that are just, you know, believing everything they're told to believe without reading. And I've always been rebellious anyway, so That don't bother me one bit. So I am doing a no foundation look. So this is liquid highlighter. And also, just because you don't want to follow organized religion, that doesn't mean that we don't believe in God, because there is a God. I do believe in God. God is everywhere. God is in nature. God is universe. God is inside of me. Like, ye are God. And God is up in the moon, the stars, the trees, the grass, as above, so below. Everything is one. It's in the cosmos. So, and I say it because I don't think God was a man like we are a man and woman. I don't think God was a physical man. God is the embodiment of masculine and feminine energy. And some people say that God was a woman, which I'm not even gonna argue. I digress. Can be. It feels like your whole world is crashing down because you're taking on these other ideologies and, you know, philosophies. And I read a lot, so I do my research. Like, I'm always buying books, I'm always reading. I rarely watch TV because I like to read. I like to learn things. And if I'm not reading it, I'm watching a video about it. It's just a journey of self-discovery. I post this video. I have to wait until, because I have to wait until my 7-day candle is done. It's a reversible candle because I told y'all I had the evil eye on me. So I'm gonna put my lashes on. Gotta put my lashes on. Gotta put my lashes. I don't know how much of this is actually gonna make it to YouTube. As you all may know, when you do become more spiritual, you know, and more quote unquote woke, you start to take account into everything you put in your body. And if y'all follow me, you know, if y'all watch my stories, y'all see that I do really care about what I eat. I always say I'm an almost vegan because though I don't eat meat, I have not eaten meat since March of 2018, so I haven't eaten meat in 2 years. But I do eat certain seafoods, so I'm pescatarian. But I don't eat seafood all the time, so I mainly eat fruits and vegetables, you know, and just like vegan foods. Like they have the Morning Star. I love their veggie burgers. I love their veggie buffalo wings, and the ground veggie meat, whatever that you can make rotel dip with. You can make shepherd's pie with it. You can make chili, you know, just things you would use tacos, things you would use ground beef or ground turkey for. You would just use that instead. And honestly, y'all, I really can't tell the difference. Now it's been so long. Like, it's been 2 years since I've eaten meat. So, and I did trick my family one time. My in-laws, they didn't know that I used, well, you know, vegetable grounds to make the rotel dip. And they were like, this is so good. But it's like, you have to know how to season it right. I'm not even eating that right now. Like, I'm really considering going full-blown vegan. And the reason why I haven't gone full-blown vegan is because I love dairy. So ice cream, sour cream, eggs, yogurt, things like that, I love. And when you're vegan, you cannot eat dairy. So that's just really what's holding me back. I mean, they make gluten-free and they make vegan everything. So you can even buy, you know, vegan cake. But I mean, it is more expensive to live like this, but I've been doing it for 2 years. It's worth it because I care about health. Health is wealth. Also, so I've been really fasting. I have not drank alcohol in 3 weeks. That's why I stopped doing the wine down and we got Wednesday. But I do have one coming up, 1 or 2, but I'm probably just gonna drink some cranberry juice so it can look like wine. But I'm not gonna be drinking wine because I'm still detoxing. And you know, when you fast, it's for your body, mind, and spirit. And when you let go of certain things, certain food items, you'll have a better peace of mind when you stop eating certain foods because it's poison. And that's also why I feel like I feel like an alien, like an outsider, because like everyone eats things that I don't eat. I know when I first started, my family made fun of me, like, oh, why you don't eat meat? Why you don't eat this? And I'm like, because I don't want to. It took me to watch What the Health on Netflix like 1 or 2 times, and I was like, okay, that's it, I'm done. The first thing to go was pork, and I barely ate pork anyway, but I did love pig feet. I ain't gonna lie, I was never a big bacon person. I preferred sausages over bacon, but I did love pig feet. So, but haven't had it in over 2 years now, so And also, that wasn't, I just did my research, but what the hell really opened my eyes, so that's the reason why I stopped eating meat in the first place. But yeah, it just went on from there, and now it's been going on 3 years now, and I rarely even get sick. My daughter doesn't either, but my daughter, she eats a lot of fruits and vegetables, and my son, is so hard to get him to eat fruits and vegetables. Like, it's like pulling teeth. But my daughter, like, she eats everything I eat plus more. Like, she loves fruits and vegetables, so she's an almost vegan, and we hardly ever get sick because our immune system is so high. But yeah, because of that, I just can't relate to most people. I just wish I could just find a tribe of people that, you know, don't eat certain things, but they're also spiritual. They love beauty and things like me. They're business owners, because that's an isolation island by itself. They're being a business owner, like, and it may seem like it's a lot of us, but it's really not. Most of the ones I know are online. It's just my time to just go within, and just this quarantine is causing everyone to go within before we go crazy like they want us to. I need some more yellow in the corner. Yep, I need some more yellow. Oh, and Kanye West. I don't think Kanye West is crazy. I think the camera flashed in his eyes, metaphorically, and now he can see what the hell is going on. But Kanye is not crazy. I love Kanye. I always advocate for him. I have to do this every year, because every year this happens, it seems like it. And I'm like, y'all gonna leave Kanye alone. Okay, so this has definitely been my first rant video, as far as me just clearing my mind, speaking my heart, and it's just felt like therapy a little bit. And I know sometimes that beauty and lifestyle channels can come across as superficial, and I'm definitely not superficial. So I just wanted to give you my viewpoints on certain things, and just my different ideologies about life, religion, spirituality, and whatnot. I mean, I still have the same personality, but I feel like in my other videos, you're only seeing like one part of me. But if you made it this far, leave me 3 hearts. Y'all know my favorite color is purple. Leave me 3 purple hearts and write Kia Cutie. And just give me your opinions and thoughts in the comments. I want to know what you all think. I want to know how you all feel about certain topics, what's going on in the world, and what's your takes on religion and spirituality. And I also want to point out that I'm not complaining in any way about being a business owner or about being overwhelmed, because I do everything by myself. I just want to shed light to some people that may want to get into it, that it can be lonely at times and it can be overwhelming. So it's not me complaining. I was just, giving my thoughts and my feelings about certain things that come with it. This is from Stunt Girl Makeup. But if you know, you know. If you're in it, you already know how it is at times. But just on the outside looking in, from someone else's perspective, I can see how they would probably think, well, you always talking about how much you love it, or how many sales you get, and how you've come a long way. But at the same time, it's just, we have our days too. Just like working a regular 9-to-5 job. I mean, every day is not a good day. Every day is not a bad day. And you will become overwhelmed and stressed out. Do you all like how my natural no foundation makeup look came? Oh my gosh, I love it.